Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, John. Good afternoon, everyone in YouTube watching. Forgot to turn my microphone on. So, today, we're still a bit early. The live stream is starting in around 10 minutes. So, we'll wait for the rest of the people to get in before we get started. So, John, how did you find the webinar this morning? I hope that you understood it all. So we'll start getting into it in the next 5 or so minutes. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, we had a bit of news that came through, shook the markets a bit. So great fun to watch. As we can see here on the DAX, big long drop here, maybe 100 points. Same on the Dow. Again, nearly 100 points over the last half an hour. Gold had a nice steep drop. And here also on New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So I'm going to set up some other charts for us. Good afternoon, Joe. Missed your messages here, John. This morning. Okay. So, John, you missed this morning's webinar. It was quite extensive, but it's all recorded, so we can always get that sent over to you. I think it will be on the website or in the members area a bit later, so you can watch it directly from there. So I wanted to open up some more charts. I don't want any Forex pairs today. So I'm going to open up a NASDAQ and that's probably it. Take the VolaBox in one. Open up a SwissBox. And on this one, well, big drop today. Big movements in the market. But it seems like we might have missed our opportunities to get in there at the moment. Everything falling down. But it's okay, we've got our VolaBox to trade with this afternoon. As you can see, I've currently got a few open already in the chart. Whoa. So run through the chart real quick. We've actually got one open on the DAX, a pending order for this big number. I thought we was going to catch it before we were just a few points away here from catching the rejection. And also here on the Dow, we're coming close to our big number down here. Gold, no clear signal available. I did have one open earlier on. I did have it open on the pivot, but as we can see, it's closed since then. But we can always reopen that in the hope that we get maybe a movement up. We'll have to wait and see. Good afternoon, Kuram. Glad you could join. So this is actually, no. So I have actually already unhedged the 3 headers from this morning. They weren't so far in, they were just on the, 2 of them were on the second trade and 1 of them was on the fourth. But the markets were going really slow, as we can see. It was around here that I hedged, and then we went out we had our lunch break. And of course, as you know, we don't want to leave the computer unattended while we have a trade going. So I just hedged it to sort of pause it. And then, yeah, it was around here that I saw the market was moving quite a bit. And I opened it up on big numbers. And then it was the same, pretty much exactly the same charts that we're looking at when we switch over from the DAX and the Dow. If you see here, they're very similar in what was going on. And I released them all at the same time as I saw the movement and the opportunity there. This one was more near the big number on the Dow, and I think it was the same over here as well on the DAX. So sorry guys, didn't get a chance to show you those. So we've got around 15 minutes until the market opening. Let's have a look at so far today. We've had 8 trades closed. We've got 2 active and 3 more pending for the moment. I have closed some. So the people that was watching yesterday, I did make a bad trade on the MetaTrader, on the MasterTemplate X. I made yeah, a bad trade, and I actually lost a 2.5%. As you know from the setup that I have with it, we risk the 2.5% to gain 0.25%. But then again, the take profit is 1/10 of the distance away. Normally, we would set our take profit at the last sun. So once we get that swing, it's a nice location. It's quite an achievable target, but unfortunately yesterday I didn't hit that target and we lost the 2.5%. But throughout the day I made around 1.95%, so it put us around minus 0.55% for the day. And this morning I've actually made a few other trades. So we've made 4 trades already with the MasterTemplate X. So we're pretty much 1.5% up. So we're already hit our daily target, and we've cleared up the mistake from yesterday. But we want to see what else is going on in the market. This could be a setup for a sell over here, but we've got a few minutes until we receive that signal candle for gold over there. And then again, these markets are going to take a while until we receive any kind of signal. Maybe on the Dow Jones here, we might get this as our signal candle. Could have taken this trade earlier. So currently in the 4th trade over here with the US dollar. And we just missed our opportunity there for the gold trade. So let's take a look and see what's coming up over the next hour or so. All of the high impact news has already gone and cleared. So not so much interest coming up at the moment. Some medium impact news here, but that's very late in the day. So 10:30 might impact our New Zealand dollar, US dollar charts, but we're not gonna get the chance to be trading those times. So I wanted to show you this, especially for you, John, if you missed this morning. So we're in the events page. I'm hoping that we've already got our recording from earlier on there. If not, recording. No. Yeah, no, it's not there. Not yet, anyway, but it will be on the website very soon. Our webinars from before, however, are on the website. Hello, good afternoon, Niels. Welcome. Glad you could join us. We got a sell signal over here on the Dow Jones, but as we can see, we're still hasn't gone clear. Let's have a little measure up and see how many points we need for this. 29 points or 29 pips from the opposite direction is what we need. Yeah, that could have reached the take profit if you had made it at the moment that it switched candles. One moment. So, okay, I got the, I'm not sure if you're able to copy and paste it, but here's the link to the recording of the webinar from earlier. So if you can click on that, you'll be able to get access to the webinar. So we've got around 9 minutes until the market open here. So we're going to try and see if we can find any areas to get into. So we're going to have to change this here, Volbox edit. And then we're going to edit this to the same size as our box, as the box size is 12 also. Okay. And it should provide us with a few more. So at the moment, we're kind of stuck between these two big numbers here. Yeah, until we reach any kind of direction here, I'm not going to activate any of these boxes. If we make our way down towards the bottom, I'll probably activate this big number trade here, or we'll see what happens or how it reacts to the fib line at the bottom. If it goes towards the top, then of course we'll take this big number or the vola box. DAX is starting to fizzle out this afternoon. Probably not so much going to be happening there. And hopefully gold will make its little etch up towards our box here on pivot. Then we have our vola box from earlier with the DAX. Oh. What we on now? Yeah, vola box on the DAX is set at 15. I could reset the vola boxes to 12.5, but they've been this way the whole time. So even though I've changed my box size to 12.5, I just never got around to changing the vola box. But 15 or 12.5 is okay. So I think it's a difference of around, yeah, 5 points difference on the take profit, or 10 points in total. So we got a message from Kuram. So we got a signal. It says there's a signal on the Nasdaq. I don't have a signal for the Nasdaq. So we've got a vola box here on the Nasdaq. But at the moment, there's no signal at the moment. There's nothing giving us any indication for a trade. We have the vola boxes up here and we have our big numbers available, but the market's sort of stuck in the middle of them all. So there's no clear signal on what we should do. As well, if we go over here, we only have the first part of our setup. So the first step for a signal really on the master template X, we got our sun. So this is just a swing low. We're going to need a few more setups before this is a confirmed signal. So. So we might be receiving some correction signals here with DAX and possibly Dow Jones. Could receive a second signal candle here from there. I'm gonna go to the 5-minute first. 5 minutes, still no signal. Very close to our take profit here. But the markets are moving very slow now. We've missed all the movement with the opening, so with the news earlier, hopefully we'll get some correction with the volatility, or it's going to sink further. We'll wait and see. I would rather have some setups ready for the opening, but there's nothing available. There's nothing we can do about it. So here we go. Here we go. We've got some movement coming on the way. Not on gold. So I might trigger that 5th trade now. Not so much going on this morning. On the DAX here, we might see a signal candle come up in the next 4 or 5 minutes. You can always move this take profit a little bit further as well. Once we start getting into these bigger trades like the 5th trade, we can always just move it up. Difference of that, yeah, 10 points or so. And then 6th trade triggered. So gold is almost triggering our box here. Maybe 1 or 2 pips away from that trigger. Get rid of that one. Ever so close there to that trigger, but it seems the resistance was a bit too much for this line to get above the red. Yep. Unfortunately, not so much going on this morning, this afternoon. There we go. Worth moving it a bit further, maybe. And we're at the original take profit. We would have been out. But we've just missed. There we go. Could take this big number straight in and straight into another one. But we missed that big number trade there. And here we've got maybe some support if it breaks it. So, and we're in. Gold is still just won't budge past that pivot there. There we go. Box is now activated. And across the board here, there's not much else going on. Take a look at the vola box, 9 close, 2 active, 2 pending. I'm going to trigger our first trade there on gold. Should be a fairly easy target to reach. Although, yeah, so this is going for a new daily high here. And it seems that there was quite a bit of support on that line. Third trade. One second, let me come out and look. Coming to a bit of a line here. Fourth trade in. If we make it over to this trade, then we'll take that vola box. We'll snap it up. Snap up that vola if we get the chance. Get an overview. So we've got 3 active at the moment. 9 closed. Did we lose one? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was this one, I'm sure. Take that big number. Is it gonna reach? Struggling here, struggling. And we're in. First one hit. Will we see it retrace? Or is it gonna go straight through? A lot of these markets might be looking to correct themselves from earlier. I went out. Did we lose this one? I don't think we'll get that chance for the vola box here, but we can always take the entry here for our big number. And here we go. So we've triggered that second trade now. I'm very close to that take profit we was. Hopefully we get one more big push, and then should we get the chance, we'll take the vola box directly after. Seems we're a bit lucky today with the movement. I want to take this one. Got it open on this same chart, same trade. And box is active. So out of that trade on DAX. And we're back again. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Second trade open. Third trade for this side. And gold is very close to our take profit right now. Christian says I'm lucky for the volatility in the afternoons. And annoying here. A couple pips away from that gold hitting its take profit, but I'm sure it will hit. And we're on our way to hit this NASDAQ up here also. Same, our last sun over here wasn't a blue sun, otherwise we would have had that signal candle here. We could have taken it. But start of our setup is not there, so we're unable to take this. We could receive our candle here in the next 4 minutes or so. And on the DAX, it looks like it's going to be a while before we get that signal candle. 13 closed, 2 active. Nice. So Nasdaq closed over there. Our take profit was actually set in the middle of that vola box. So we'll take that vola box straight. Seems that we've got quite a bit of movement left. Back to where we were ranging before the news came out. So we're either going to see a correction back to this area, or we're going to get that rejection back down now. Either way, we shouldn't be staying in this zone for long. Close that. So look, this is telling us that we've got, keeps changing because this candle hasn't completed yet. But we're going to have to wait for another 3 hours until this candle completes to decide whether that is a signal candle or not. Nice signal there. So just 3 active for the moment. We've got our third trade about to be triggered on the Nasdaq. And Dow Jones creeping down towards our take profit line here. Gold is out of that trade. Shame we don't have any more signals here on Volabox. The last box I actually made on here was with the daily pivot. We can turn that around on its head and take the other way now, in case we get a retracement and a retest that line, but there's not really any clear line there. So So let's see where the rest of our trades are at. Still creeping up, creeping up. It's like we burst through that trade with the Nasdaq today. Nasdaq seems to be on a bit of a roll, whether usually we don't see so much movement. Today we're seeing quite a bit. So where are we at on here? 14 trades closed. So 14 SwissBox trades closed, currently at 1.3% for the day. We still have 2 active and 1 pending. And because the MasterTemplate X trades are not actually visible in the MetaTrader, yeah, we need to count those in also. So there was 4 of those made today. And their targets are at 0.25% each trade. So far we're having quite a good day. Still no signals here provided with the MTX. This could be our signal candle here. We've got a minute left until the confirmation. Again, the setup for any one of these MasterTemplate X. First step, we're looking for the suns, so the swing highs and swing lows. If it's a blue sun, swing low, it's setting us up for a buy. If it's a red one, it's going to be setting us up for a sell. So we've got our blue sun here, and then the next part of the confirmation is the candle. The candle needs to be well defined. So what does that mean? If we're going to the shops and we're going to buy a candle for the house or wherever, we're not going to buy a candle with 2 wicks hanging out of each end, are we? We're going to buy a normal candle flat at the bottom, 1 wick at the top, and the wick's going to be in good proportion compared to the rest of the candle itself. So same thing here. We're looking for a candle, a normal candle. So here we've got that flat bottom. We've got a long candlestick, and the closing price was actually outside of that area. Next thing we do, we move. Stop loss is placed at the last sun. So let me talk you through that candle. So here was our signal candle. Flat bottom. As we move up, we're half in and out of these 2 brown lines here, and also if you see right here, we've got the closing price on the Heikin-Ashi candle, and it was also outside of those two brown lines. Then from here, we place our stop loss at the last signal sun. So over here, as our signal sun is there, and our take profit is set 1/10 of this distance from the entry to the stop loss. So in this case, the sun. So that means we count it from here. It's at 51. So we're looking for 510 is where that's not our entry. Our entry is here. 622. And over here we've got that 6578. It's set at. There's a bit of a clearer chart here to see the lines. So this was our entry, this green line here, and our take profit is set right there on this red dotted line, and our stop loss is down here. So again, a very easy target to reach compared to the loss of our stop loss. Every time we're risking 2.5% to our stop loss. So if our take profit is 1/10 of that distance, that means that our take profit is set for 0.25%. So we might see that close just now. Let's have a look through the chart. Still have just missed our activation of this follow box here. Again, very close. So, yep, we're out of that trade. Master template X. If you ever notice that there's a lot of volatility in your direction with the Master Template X also, there's nothing stopping you from moving the take profit. And then you're able to reach a higher profit. So give you an example. Just like we do when we're using the SwissBox, we can take this here and we're able to move the take profit line. There's nothing stopping you from doing the same thing, but with the Master Template X also. So take profit hit. Oh, sorry. Why no New Zealand dollar US dollar trade today? We've got no, there was some signals earlier. This was actually a bad signal, so this one didn't complete. I didn't take this signal. So we've had we've got our signal candle over here for the blue sun, red sun. We had maybe this candle, no. Here, we had a candle there for a signal. But this afternoon, we can't demand the signals to be turning up at the exact time that we want them. To be honest, that was a lucky one here with the DAX. I didn't think that we were actually going to get a single signal this afternoon for the MTX. So wow. Most of the trades are closed now. So we're back into our open range from this morning with the Dow. And over here also, very linear here. Triggered that NASDAQ. So we're currently in the vola box. It's the only one open at the moment. We could open some more, but as I said, we don't really need to. We've already hit a good target for the day. I'm only trading a bit extra for your entertainment again, guys. So we've got a buy signal here. So we already took that, but we took it earlier on. We took it here. So now it's just giving us the full signal on this candle. We're also able to set as a pending. So we can set it like this. And we can execute it like so. So we were a bit, maybe a minute late for that signal here. Same market. I took the signal from this candle instead. Again, this candle is representing more or less the same as this one here. We've had the flat end, good candlestick size, outside of the two brown lines, and the closing price is right there on the outside also. And then it's just that this one is exactly the same. So let's go back and have a look at our DAX. So it's just above our Fibonacci line here. I'm hoping that we'll be able to close that again. Nasdaq on its way down. And so actually, let me see if I can show you this. Moving the take profit, where are we? If we're not already out of the trade. No, so I think we're out of that trade already. So look, we can actually move that take profit. And now we're able to go for a higher. So the take profit got moved. And you can move it as far as you want. So you can move it up here if you think the market's going to reach that level. But remember, the original was around here, so we're already at that 0.25%. We can move it back here. So we should be out of that trade at the moment. Oops. Let's take a look here. I hope that we're out of that trade now. Yeah. So what is this? So we've got the DAX pending. US, US, US. So the Nasdaq there. And then, do we have anything open on the DAX? No. Okay. So this one we can get rid of that. Delete. We don't need this. We got our buy stop for Nasdaq left. And again, we're very close to that take profit. So let me count this up. So we've hit 6 MTX trades today. It's at 1.5% just on the MTX trades. And then currently 16 trades closed for SwissBoxes. And we're currently sitting at 1.5% also there. So after this last trade closes, that should be at 1.5. Make it for a clean 3% for the day. Crazy, crazy. As we can see in our SwissBox over here in the corner, we've got telling us where our trade is. So number 1.trade. And it's telling us exactly how much that trade's in profit or in loss. So at the moment we're €7, €8 in profit, 0.05%. If we want, we can also just close them all and take that as our profit. But as you can see, we're kind of about to hit our take profit. There we go. And yep, 1.54%. 17 trades for the day. So yep, sorry Kurama, we didn't get any trades for the New Zealand dollar, but we done two here with done two MasterTemplate X trades with the DAX. There was nothing here. Currently nothing else open on New Zealand dollar either. We might be getting a signal candle now for gold. So let's have a look. Got our sun. Few candles on. We've got our flathead candle. We just need this body of the candle to come outside of these two brown lines, and then get that closing price on the outside as well. So we need this a bit further. If we can get that, then this will be our signal candle. But we'll have to wait until doesn't look like it's going to be coming down any further at the moment. We've got a sort of a clear rise here. So yeah, that was actually a buy signal there for New Zealand dollar, US dollar on the Kijun-Sen. We still need to wait until that candle closes. We definitely don't want it that big. But I'm not going to take this trade today. I'm waiting for the opposite direction. So I don't want to be going in that. Okay. So I think we had our signal candle earlier on. Just over here, we got that signal. Yeah. So I don't think gold's going to give us that signal candle that we're looking for. However, could be receiving one here. This is an hourly candle. So we've already missed it. Yep, so we received that earlier on. I think we must have missed it. As you can see, blue sun. Then we get our flathead candle or flat bottom. Comes up. We've got our closing price outside of the two brown lines. And the candle itself is also halfway in between. Once we get that closing price, that confirms the signal down here. And then we just place our buy. And as we know, with the set 4, our take profit is set 1/10 of this distance. So if that's 92.50, that means we need 925. So what? Yeah. So this is where our take profit is set right there. Have a quick look across the charts and see if there's anything available. Nope. 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 Volabox here on the Nasdaq. But unfortunately, I think we're coming to an end of our video. I think we're going to leave it there for today. We did a lot of trades. I mean, I only did 6 this morning, so we did 11 SwissBox trades in an hour. That's quite crazy. That's pretty good. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that some of you are able to follow along. I know I switched between the charts a lot, or quick anyway. Yeah, I'll try and slow it down for everyone next time. Please, if you have any questions, send me a message. People who are with us at the moment, you've got the email, Skype. You can always send us in a message and we can give you a call back. Everyone watching from YouTube, Please, if you don't already have the tools and you would like to trade like this and follow along, go to TradersClub24.com and sign up through the website. You can also take a look at the rest of our videos on YouTube. Every afternoon, we've got a live stream here on the US market opening from yours truly. And every morning on the German market opening, we have from 7:45 until 11 a.m. UK time with Christian. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good evening.